Hey everybody, headed out to the property, just about there actually, and about 3/4 of the way here it started raining and half snowing and just in general getting nasty, but that's not going to stop us. We got to keep going. So it's pretty warm actually. It's, you know, I'd probably say 35 to 38 degrees, but that's it. So what are we doing today? Today we are cutting the 8 beams that I wanted to get to yesterday. They are 8 beam joists that go up on the second floor as part of the second floor beam system. So I'm going to try to get those 8 cut today. Pretty simple cuts, just 2 length and then slotted, and we'll move on, get those onto the pile and move on to the next ones. So that's what we're doing today. Hey Paul, what you doing? I'm making a big ass table out of 8x8s. No, I'm not. These are the beams. I'm getting them up on the sawhorses. But a big ass table out of 8x8s would be cool. You know nobody's gonna steal it. I can tell you that much. You can leave it. You can leave a table made out of 8x8s in a city park. It ain't going nowhere. My piles of wood are getting smaller. Great thing about getting piles of wood that are made out of 8x8s and 8x12s, they shrink relatively quickly because every time you take off is 8 inches, right? So they get smaller quick. And then you start to think, do I have the whole barn in here? But I do. You know what would be great? A trailer that was wood, a wood platform, but then you could like grab an arm or something, and when you did that, and it would be hydraulics above my pay grade, when you did that, it would raise up those rollers like you see guys using for like their circular saw or their table saw on the job site. It'll be a long roller. Have those along the width of the trailer so that you can lift those things up and roll stuff out. Steal my idea and I'll sue you for patent infringement. And that 8x12, and there's another little 6x8 over there as well. I like to get both of them off of here so that, but after these I really won't need it because then they're two at a time. So I'll get them off when I get them off. Not a big deal. No reason to expend the energy. Now, do I have enough room to cut on these things? You know, what I can do, I guess, is kind of push them back and forth. I could do that. Okay. All right, let's get these measured out, cut it and slotted. Holy mackerel compared to them others. The piles are getting lower. Just go slow here. These piles are getting much smaller. So I don't, if you haven't seen a bunch of the videos, so this pond here, if you subscribe and watch till the spring, this thing will be up 2.5, 3 feet. So at some point I will clean that pond up, put some fish in it for my grandkids when I have grandkids, and they can come out here and fish Papa's pond. But it's on the list, but it is really far down on the list. You can see across the way there, those are the beams. That's where we're taking these to. And then right here, that is the actual floor, the concrete for the garage, or the barn, I should say. That's the 36x24. The concrete pad is actually a bit larger than that. I'm gonna get this thing off, I have no idea. right there. Right there at that runway, basically. Right there. Didn't want to cooperate. Didn't want to cooperate, man. Oh, my right arm feels that. It felt that pretty good. How strong those 2x6s are, did you see that? Like a springboard. So these are beam joists. They go up on the second floor. And you see I've got a little chunk out of here, but they're gonna get covered, so I'm not gonna be too concerned about it. I've determined that this side of these beams is the best side, so I'll take a sliver off of each one of these to make sure that they're square. And then I'll take the length off of the other side. So all of these beams are 11 feet, 3 1/2 inches. So that's 8 more beams. These are the beam joists, actually. And these ones, they were kind of pestering me. I skipped over them on accident on the plans and went back and got them today. Got them all done, and they are ready to load up onto the tractor. This is the latest I've been out here. Got those 8x8s loaded. Taking the tractor back right now. Park it, jump in the car, and head on home. Well, you can't see me because it's so dang dark out here, but day's over. I got those 8 beams done, and the piles of lumber are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And man, I'm really happy with the progress right now. I really think that in a week or so, you know, between New Year's or Christmas and New Year's, I can start getting this thing up into the air. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. We'll see if we can get this thing in the air in the next few days.